Dave Cannon Show, it's 98 Rock. It is 98 Rock Day. The only man I said we must talk to on 98 Rock Day is here. He is from Papa Roach, our boy, Jacoby Shaddix. Welcome to 98 Rock on 98 Rock Day. Thank you for being here.
Special day in Sacktown, baby. I wouldn't, I gotta show up, dude.
Yeah, you're
Put
from
on
you're
for my
from here.
city.
You're from here. You grew up listening to 98 Rock. Just tell me what your memories are of 98 Rock growing up.
I mean, obviously, like you said it, man. I grew up around the area. Started the band in Vacaville, then moved to Sacramento in '97, I think it was. And me and my wife, we bought this old crack house. It was cleaned it up. Lived in Del Paso Heights out there for some years, and been listening to 98 Rock ever since. And a lot of fond memories of the station, hearing our song for the first time on 98 Rock, like just straight blew my mind. Just especially growing up in the area and
Yeah.
listening to the station. And I think it was 93 Rock back in the day, even
Yeah.
before. And then they changed the number years later. Um, and so to, grow up in the area and be a fan of the station and then to hear our music for the first time, it just, I made it. I made it. We made it.
Yeah, and what's so cool? It's like, 98 Rock is a station where we're doing old school radio. And
Oh,
every
yeah.
day I get kids that are hearing Papa Roach for the first time in 2025. And I think that's so cool. It's like
Dude.
just like all the bands, Papa Roach. Imagine hearing Dirt from Alice in Chains for the first time right now.
Oh,
Like your
yeah.
mind would be blown.
I'm telling you, I mean, honestly, that's how my sons, because they've grown up in Sacktown, and that's how they discovered a lot of the rock that they love. Like Alice in Chains is one of my son Jagger's favorite bands. And, it's like obviously you heard it from me playing it in the car, records and stuff like that, but it's like they're getting introduced to the classic music, to the classic rock through 98 Rock. And that's dope, man. That's cool to know that rock lives on. Rock has a legacy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just stoked to be part of it.
Why do you think Sacramento is such a special city?
Where do I start? I mean, come on, dude. First off, Tres Hermanos, one of my favorite Mexican food restaurants in the world. I just got back home from Europe, and that was the first place I stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we got the Kings. Now we got Aftershock Festival, which is dope.
Yep.
And I mean, farm to fork is a real deal out here. A lot of fresh food, a lot of great restaurants. I mean, you're a foodie,
Oh
you're
yeah.
getting around the city. It's like there are some amazing restaurants. And that's one of the things I love about this city. So I mean, the list goes on and on.
You're a true man of the people. Like everyone has a Jacoby Shaddix story in Sacramento. Like everyone who calls 90 Rock, like, I met Jacoby at a car dealership. I met Jacoby at McCooney or what. Like someone has met you everywhere.
Dude,
You're just a regular guy.
I was literally at a car dealership yesterday. My wife had traded in her car and got she does a lease. And the guy that was helping us with the car, I think we were at Future Ford in right off Madison. And the guy that was helping with the car was like, dude, I sold you your first truck way back in the day. And then he's like, and then about an hour later, he's all, hey, man, do you know this guy Rogan? He cuts hair. And I'm like, yes. And then we start talking even more. And the next thing you know, he's like, oh, my daughter goes to school out in Iowa. And I'm like, dude, this world is getting way too small. I got two sons that go to college in Iowa. We'll come to
Yeah.
find out they're in the same conference. And so his daughter, she plays soccer, plays my son's college this weekend. And I'm just going,
Wow.
what's happening, dude? The world is it's way too small.
Yeah,
It's
it's such a
wild.
small place when you really break it down. And Papa Roach, so 25 years in now, I would say the band is the biggest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Just this was your biggest tour ever that you're currently on.
Yeah, man, it's blowing my mind. We're getting out here playing some of the biggest shows we've played, getting some of the best slots we've ever had on festivals in Europe. We're a headliner on these festivals, and that's like, it's amazing too. We just did a run over there and we got to play kind of as the band's legacy builds and grows. We play a lot of metal and rock festivals where now we're crossing over into these festivals that are like, we're sharing the stage with Chappell Roan, or
Yeah.
like we did a festival in Austria, and we did a festival with Post Malone, and so it's like it's pretty wild how it's like we're expanding into these, you know, kind of more broad genre festivals as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the bread and butter, the rock and metal festivals.
Yeah.
That's our fam, you know what I mean? But you know, we're playing some of the biggest shows we've ever played in our career. And I'll say this straight up. I feel like rock radio has built along with us, built our legacy. You know, I think it builds rock stars, you know, because I mean, there's so much noise in the world with streaming. It's like everybody has their choice and they can go curate their own little thing and niche themselves into this box. But rock radio builds legacies, you know what I mean? And I am so grateful that I came into the era, you know, came into the business in the era that I did in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it's just been such a huge part of, you know, because it's like everybody in the city tunes in to the station and everybody in the city is listening to the same song at the same time. And I
Yeah.
think like building that, I've heard the word called monoculture, you know, where it's like it brings people together. And I think that that's so cool, man. That's like, I don't know, man. I love rock radio, and it's just been such a huge part of our success.
There is no other platform like local radio. The
Huh.
connection you have with a local like me with the listeners of 98
Yep.
Rock, it's just like we have the show, the star of the show is the listeners.
You know
They're
what I'm saying?
every day, they're the star. It's not me, it's not the music, it's them.
Yeah,
They're
man.
the star of the station.
Absolutely. Well, because I mean, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for them, you know? That's
Yeah.
what it's all about, dude. And it builds community, you know, and when you go to set up your pop-ups in the city, it's like it builds culture and it brings people together. And that's just what I love about what we all do in this business, man, is bring people together.
Well, you're a big part of 98 Rock, so thank you so much for being here on 98 Rock Day. As you know, Jacoby, I shocked the world. It was the greatest moment of my life when I brought back two Whoppers for $2. If you remember,
Dude,
I brought it to
you know
Burger
what
King.
I'm saying? Come on, dog.
So, Jacoby, I have an idea for you
Okay. Tell me.
that will be bigger than bringing back two Whoppers for $2. Okay,
Okay. Tell me what it is.
okay. Tower Records started in Sacramento.
Yes, that is correct.
It is from Sacramento.
Yes, sir.
We need to do a Tower Records pop up where we bring Tower Records back to Sacramento for one day only because Billy Corgan he has a tea shop called Madame Zuzu's outside Chicago.
Yep.
He
Yep.
brought Tower Records to Madame Zuzu's for one night only. We need to bring Tower Records back to where it started for one night only. And they remember the autograph signings at Tower Records? You can
Yep.
go there.
Dude.
Papa Roach
Yeah.
at Tower Records, one night only. We bring it back where it maybe we could set it up at that wherever we want to set it up, maybe at the Tower Theater, whatever we plan.
I
But
love that idea.
one night only, and then maybe they'll just stay.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I love Tower Records, dude. I used to go there all the time growing up, go buy my records there, go buy my concert tickets there. I remember when Korn came through the Tower Records that was right up off of Watt Avenue. Uh, they did a autograph signing there, and it was for one of I can't remember one of their big records, and this is before we had a record deal, and there was like 1,500, 2,000 kids in
Yeah,
line out front of this place to go get Korn's autograph. We showed up with our boombox and we were slanging people. We were slanging our music to the people waiting in line to go meet Korn. I remember that
that's
was,
awesome. And now you have a 98 Rock boombox that I gave you.
you know what I'm saying? And I rocked that thing for real, man. I just put fresh batteries in that bad boy when I got home.
You
Come
know,
on.
I met Black Sabbath at a Tower Records signing. It was
That's,
they put out that that live album, and I met
that's
the whole band. They don't do that anymore. I'm telling you, this is something we need to. I'm going to work on it, and then
I think it's a great idea. You know what'd be cool, man, is when we drop our new record. That might be kind of a cool cross promo. You know what I mean? Hometown,
yeah,
backtown kind of vibe. One night only. What's up? I love the idea
yeah.
for real.
Even if it kills me and Brain Dead, love both songs. What, when are we going to get the rest of the album?
So I'm actually we're gonna finish up this next tour we're doing, and then right after we do that, we're going back. We do a show down in Los Angeles. We're doing a charity show with Slave to No One. It's for people in recovery and for human trafficking. And so we partner with In-N-Out Burger on that one. So we're gonna go do that, and then right after that, we're going to this place called Mates in Los Angeles. And Mates is like, it's pretty iconic in the rock and metal space. It's just this dingy, dirty, little grimy rehearsal spot.
Yeah.
And the band's going to go set up in a room together. We haven't done this in quite some time. We've been doing a lot of studio work. And so we're going to go back and what we do what we call shed wood. And that's just get in the rehearsal space and just jam riffs. And so we're going to finish out the rest of the record like that. And I'm really excited about what's going to be born from those jam sessions.
Oh man.
And yeah, we're going to go do that in October. And so we're going to be finishing up the album the end of this year. And so honestly, I would say the soonest the record's going to come out is summer next year. And
Okay.
I know the
Perfect.
record will be done and be ready to be released, but we like to release it that to coincide with a tour that we're doing. And so we're building our schedule for next year. And yeah, man, it's pretty exciting to make our own schedule and build it the way that we see fit, because we are the record company. And
Yeah.
it's so fun to do that and build, have these dreams in our mind and then execute them. And so yeah, probably summer 2026, but we're going to be releasing new music. We got another single coming later this year, or
Oh,
it's going to be later this year or early first thing 2026. And we have another song that we're working on the music video for, the concept. And
oh.
yeah, man. So we're always continuously being creative and putting stuff in the up in line to be next. And we just like to be prepared.
The band is better than ever. I've seen you guys so many times. That Golden One Center show, the greatest Papa Roach show I've ever been to in my life.
Honestly, Abe, and I'm not saying this just to say it, like that was I will be straight with you, like it was probably one of the best nights of my life. Like when I have bucket list moments and moments that that I reflect back upon, that is one of them. And it's just, I think for us growing up in Sacramento, this is this is our hometown, this is our hood, this is our area we grew up in. And, going to see many concerts at Golden One, going and seeing the Sacramento Kings, throw down there. And always, every time I stepped in that building, I'm like, dude, one day we're going to play here. One day we're going to play here. And that one day came. And man, I'm telling you, that was just like total bucket list, you know, get goosebump moment in my life. And so, yeah, man, I'm glad we got to share that one together. I hit
Well,
you with a shout out to that night
it
too.
was awesome. You're like, "What's up, Abe?" I'm like, "What?"
Yo, hold on. What?
I was
It's my
like, "Wait."
blood brother, Abe.
I was back in the crowd too. I wasn't like up close. I'm pretty tall, but geez.
I mean, you were towering over everybody, dude.
Well, Jacoby, it's 98 Rock Day. Thank you so much for coming on. And there's only one way to end this interview. I call it the song of the summer. I love this song so much. It's called Brain Dead.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. It's Papa Roach, 98 Rock Day. Jacoby, thank you for coming on.
Hey, thank you very much. Abe, appreciate you. Sacktown, I got love for you. And here it is, y'all. P. Roach's new banger, Brain Dead. Let's go.